Jai Hind all the students. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about the concepts of the wage differentials. First, we will start with the definition of the wage differentials. Wage differential refers to the difference in wage rates due to the location of company, hours of work, working conditions, type of product manufactured, or other factors. It may be called as the differences in the wages between workers with different skills working in the same industry or workers with similar skills working in different industries. So, whenever there are the differences in the wage, payments to the employees, so that may be called as the wage differential. There are few basic reasons that why the company used to differ in the wages for the employees in the same setup. There may be the various reasons of it. Sometimes due to undesirable nature of the work, to compensate the employees, the companies used to pay more to the employees, those who are associated with their job. So this may be the reason of the wage differential. There may be the other reasons for the wage differentials, like risk and hazardous conditions in the job. There may be the possibility that jobs are riskier and the dangerous and of a dangerous nature. So just to compensate the employees so that they may be committed on their jobs and they are ready to just go for that particular jobs, the company used to pay higher wages to these kind of the employees. There may be lot of examples of it, like coal miners, deep sea divers, and the security guards. So they usually get the higher wages because of the risk and the hazardous nature of the job. The second point is the education and the skill. There are few jobs in which more education and skills are required. So the workers, those who are the exceptional workers, like the knowledge workers, those who have the highest qualifications and the good skills that are required for that particular job, are paid the high wages. Then there may be the location factor also. Some jobs are at undesirable and more distant or hard to reach locations. So for that kind of the jobs, even the company used to pay the higher wages. Firms in cities that have high living cost, inhospitable climates, high crime rates, or other disamenities find it necessary to offer higher wages to attract workers. Now, there may be the various factors that may influence the wage differentials. The personal policy of the employer to maintain differentiations. This may be one of the factor that may influence the wages. Then imperfection of the labor market to take its advantage, regulatory systems of employment, relative bargaining strengths of employees and employers, the value of the employee to the employer, the growing importance of fringe benefits, degree of skill and training to do a job, nature of the work to be performed, nature of the role and responsibilities required, differences in deficiency in workers, differences in agreeableness or social esteem of employment, extent of unionization and its strength, the extent of authorization, centralization of decision making, and need of geographical growth for the national product. So these are the few factors that influences the wages in any corporate or in any industry. Now, there may be the various types of the wage differentials. The first type of the wage differential may be employee character based. While we are talking about the employee character, it may be defined as job matching personality, that is the type of occupation, level of skill and knowledge, working attitude, and extent to which he she can do the work independently. Further, it can be classified as skill based differentiation. In most of the jobs, there is a high degree of skill required. So, for that kind of the jobs, even the management is always ready to pay higher on that particular jobs. The workers may further be divided into three categories. There may be semi skilled, unskilled, and the casual workers. So, the companies, those who found it necessary to widen the skill difference to attract the requisite skill holders, are ready to pay higher wages to the people. Then there may be the gender based differentiation also. There are few jobs on which the male employees are required. There may be the jobs in which the female employees are required. So, based on the requisite of a job, the company used to decide the wages, and there may be the differences in the wages based on the gender. Then, experience based differentiation. There may be the jobs in which highly experienced people are required. So, to grab or to retain the talent or to just like motivate the experienced and the talented people inside the company, sometimes company usually pay the higher wages to these kind of the employees. So this may also one of the reason, maybe one of the reason of the wage differentials. Then work behavior based differentiation. The extent of efforts required to perform any task or work also vary, which necessitates wage salary differentiation. Some jobs require manual work, some requires mixed efforts of machine and hand, some may require automation only to be supervised or monitored, and there may be the complexity of work. So all these are the various reasons that becomes the reasons for differentiation in the wages. Then there may be occupational based differentiation also. These are based on skill, experience and training taken by the employees. There may be interplant, inter-industries and inter-regional occupational based differentiations. Interplant differentiations imply the differences in pay for the same or similar job in the same industry, while inter-industry differentials are for the same or similar jobs between industries in the same locations. So these are the few wage differentials based on the employee personality and character. Now the second category of the wage differential is based on the region. Like there may be state based wage differentials, there may be country based wage differentials, and there may be geographical based wage differentials. Whenever we are talking about the states, there may be certain developed states. Developed states always have the pocket to pay more to the citizens or to the like people those who are associated with their industrial setups. So there may be the wage differences based on the state. Then country, even again there may be the developing economies and the developed economies. So the people those who are associated with the developed countries have more chances to gain the higher wages. So this may also become one of the reason for the wage differential. Then geographical based. The economy of the regions varies according to their geographical location and resource availability. The standard and nature of living influence the needs or expectations of the person of that particular location. Because if the cost of living in that particular region is high, so it is again the responsibility of the management to compensate for that kind of the living to the employees. So these are the few wage differentials which are based on the region. Next, differences may be the industry based. Again, industry based wage differentials further can be classified as inter industries compensation differential and intra industries compensation differentials. When we talk about the inter industries compensation differentials, these differences arise when the workers in the same occupation and in the same area at the same time are paid different compensation packages in different industries in the same location. Intra-industries compensation differential may be defined as like when the people are in the same plant or the industry, the employer are paying them different compensation packages. It may be based on differences in the quality of the work, quality of labor, imperfection in the market, and differences in efficiency of plant or machinery. When we talk about the inter and intra-industry wage differentials, further it may be further explained with the help of an example. Like if there is any one software programmer and he is associated with some IT industry, he has better chances to gain more of the wages. But if the same software programmer used to join any manufacturing organization, in that organization the chances of getting higher wages are less. So it depends on the nature of the industry and the kind of the designation the person holds. When we talk about the inter-industry wage differentials, there may be a lot of the determinants that decides about the wage differentials when we talk about the inter-industry setups. The first of the determinant is the nature of the industry. Once you will just see the industry, you will find that there may be two types of the industry. It may be manufacturing industry and it may be service industry. In the manufacturing organizations, like there is a need of the skilled workers, but because the industries have the product to sell, so although they also need the skilled people, but still like if the people are like good but not highly qualified or skilled, it may run its business with a good profits, because the consumers are more concerned about the products that the company is just manufacturing. So in the case of the manufacturing setups, even the semi skilled employees may work. But if it is the service industry, there is no product to sell. In the case of the service industry, the industry cannot compromise on the quality of the personals what it has recruited. So in the case of the service companies, because the whole business is dependent on the skills of the employees, so they want the highly skilled people, and that's why they used to pay higher wages to them. This is the first difference in the inter-industry, like industries are of different types, but on the same designation, there is a differences in the wages. Then the second difference is the knowledge-based work. You will find various industries in which there is a more place for creativity and innovation. Like the industries like biotechnology, pharma, advertising, these are the kind of the setups in which the employees who are highly skilled and qualified and have the creative minds, they are required. So in these kind of the setups, like the employers used to pay higher wages. But if you will compare these industries with the traditional industries like industry forging and casting, the primitive technologies are used in these kind of the setups, and even the people with the semi skilled employees or the employees with the low qualification can also work there. So in that kind of the cases, these kind of the industrial setups like forging and casting sort of the industries, they used to pay less wages to their employees. The third difference may be based on the turbulence in the business environment. Turbulence causes executives to behave in many ways, not the least of the which is containing cost in the downswings. So it all depends on the market environment, on the turbulence. Like if the market is not so good, there may be the wages and that may be low. So it all depends on the business environment, that what kind of an environment the country is facing, the industry is facing. The next difference, the determinant may be the technology employed. Like you will find various industries in there is a use of the primitive technology, that is a traditional technology. For example, the industries like casting, forging, they work on the primitive technologies. So these kind of the industrial setups even used to hire the people at the lower wages. But on the other hand, you will find the industries those who work with the sophisticated technologies, like the industries those who manufacture the compact discs like Mozarbeer, or computer processor chips like Intel Corporation. These are the various industries in which the highly expert, dedicated, committed, and extraordinary kind of the skilled people are required. So these kind of the industries used to pay higher salary, higher wages to these kind of the knowledgeable people. Then the fifth determinant of the wage differential may be the level of the skills and the competencies. Skills and competencies required for performing jobs vary across different industries. Often there is a requirement for a new set of skills when there is a steep change in technological advancement. So the kind of the industrial hubs like the IT industries, if we are taking an example of Cognizant, we are taking an example of TCS, Infosys. So these are the various industries in which there is a huge requirement for the talented people, the people those who know about the innovations, the people those who know about the creativity. They can just do extraordinary thing, they can think out of the box. So for that kind of the skills and the competencies, usually the industries pay high. So this is all, these are the various reasons that why there are the inter industry wage differentials. Next, there may be the quality of the personals, like whenever the industries work on the labor intensive technology. For example, if it is garment export industry, they employ relatively low technology and they need larger workforce. So in order to control the labor cost, sometimes they pay less to their employees, to their like workers. But in the case of the industries in which there is a need of the quality, there is a need of the new and the latest technologies, and the regular updations are required. For example, industries like biotechnology. So these kind of the industries need to hire highly qualified professionals, and that's why they pay a premium on the compensation to attract the talented people. So this is also one of the determinant of the inter industry wage differential. Then again, sector. When we talk about the sector, there may be two kinds of the sector. It may be organized sector and unorganized sector. So while we are talking about the sectors, the unorganized sectors includes the industries like the industry that makes the utensils and the candle making. So these are the kind of the sectors which are unorganized. While they fall in the unorganized sectors, so there is nothing like a specific laws that they used to follow. So there is very less or a thin margin they have to pay to their workers, and that is the reason because they work on the primitive technology also. So they used to pay very less wages to their employees. But if you will compare this with the organized sector, so organized sectors includes the industries like television manufacturing. So these are the various kinds of the industries that comes and fall in the organized sector. Organized sectors are bound to just pay the employees according to the prevalent laws. As such, they always take care of their employees and used to pay higher wages. So the industry wage differential may also be based on the kind of the sector. Then there may be the competitive strategy. Like for example, the industries like garment manufacturing, they always work on the labor intensive technologies, and they often try to work on the cost leadership strategies, because if they will reduce the cost of their product, then the profit margins will be more. So they always try to just employ a chunk of the seasonal and temporary workforce, so that to keep their cost of production low. So in that case, they used to pay lower wages to their workers. But if you will compare them with the capital intensive technology industries like computer software, hardware, pharma, etc., they work on the differentiation strategy. They always believe in the differences. They always work on the unique kind of the aspects. So for that reason, they always want to hire the talented and extraordinary kind of the talented people. And that's why they usually pay the higher wages to their knowledge workers. So these all are the various determinants of inter-industry wage differentials. Now, the next thing comes as determinants of intra-industry wage differentials. That means intra-industry here means that like the industry is of a same nature. You are a textile industry. We are also a text. We are also into the textile, but you are paying higher wages, and our organization is paying lesser wages to the people. So, what may be the reason? What can be the reason? So, when the industry, the nature of the industry is the same, the work is the same, but the industries are paying the different wages to their people, there may be various reasons of it. The first determinant of intra-industry wage differential is the size of the organization. There are two kinds of the organizations in the market. There may be the big fishes into the market. They have the deep pockets to pay to their employees. So it all depends on the size of the organization. If the organization has already established its brand in the market, so they have the higher pockets to pay to their people, to their employees, and that's why they pay the higher wages to the employees. And vice versa. Same, like there may be the small startups or the organizations, those who have not so good pockets to pay to their people, as they are the startup organizations and the small organizations, so they usually pay less to their employees. Then financial success. It is all the financial success of the company. It is all the profitability of the company. And that decides the efficiency and effectiveness of the company. Like it is all about the affordability. The companies, those who are digging more profits, those who are affording, like those who are good into the affordability, so they used to pay higher compensation to their people. But the industries, those who are not so financially successful, those who are facing severe financial crunch and losses, and those who feel ill for themselves, so they usually pay the lesser wages to their workers. The third determinant is the competitors. Like you will find in a market various kinds of the competitors. So some of the competitors, because they want to just grab a market position, and they just want to face, really want to just challenge the other competitors into the market. So they usually want to become a market leader in the payment system, and that's why they used to pay higher wages to their employees as compared to the other competitors. So this is also one of the determinant of the wage differential. Then the market position, when we talk about, it all depends on the market leadership and the profitability of the company. Like for example, these days it is the coronavirus or the COVID season. So here the whole work is all dependent on technology. Like a lot of the people are looking for new devices with which they can work from their home. So it all depends on the market position of an industry. If you will see that there is more marketplace for the companies like those who are producing laptop, like Dell, like you can take an example of HP, you can take an example of the other like Lenovo and all. So they all have the big market position, good market position right now in this environment. So because the industries are getting more of the profits, getting more of the revenue from the market, so they have the big pockets to pay, and that's why they used to pay higher as compared to the industries like textile or other kind of the manufacturing hubs. Now the automation, again the next important determinant is the automation. The companies, the work in which is highly automated, that all depends on the highly qualified professionals. Whenever the whole work is of coding or software making or like the kind of the things in which the whole mental ability or the qualifications and the experience of the people used to work, they usually pay higher to their employees as compared to the industries in which the work is more of a manual or a kind of a primitive technology or a kind of a nature in which there is nothing or even the low qualified people can work. So it all depends on the automation also. Now the next is the leadership. It again depends on the kind of a leader also. Like it depends on the philosophy of the CEOs of the company, that what they think. Some of the CEOs, they used to take the people as their strategic partner, so they used to pay higher wages to their people. Comparatively, there may be the CEOs, those who do not believe in paying more to their employees. So this is also one of the reason that becomes the reasons for the differences in the wages in the same kind of the industries. Then compensation philosophy and policies. This is also one of the reason. Every company has its own compensation philosophy and policy. So it also decides about the wage differences. Then organization culture, like it may again have an impact on the wages. Like if the culture of the organization is just to like there is a strong culture and they just want to have the committed employees, so they usually give them the rewards and more of the incentives are offered to the employees. So like obviously they have the different wage systems, but as compared to the organizations in which there is a more place for backstabbing or like there is no great culture, so it again depends on the kind of a culture to which that organization used to follow. Then organization life cycle. Every organization mainly have three life cycle stages. The first stage is growth, wherein the organization hires a large number of employees and compensation is kept attractive for hiring and retaining competent personnel who can take the organization forward. The next stage is the maturity, where an organization maintains balance in compensation and cost. The last stage is the decline, where an organization cut compensation cost by reducing manpower in order to stay afloat. Hence, the stage of organizational life cycle also affects the compensation inside the organization. Wage differentials are important. Why they are important? Because they provide incentives for people to undertake less desirable work. The work which is not desirable, the work which is not like the people. So sometimes just to compensate these kind of the works or to attract more number of employees so that they may be ready to do that particular work, the wage differentials are offered or the more of the wages are offered on these kind of the jobs. Then the second important point is like wage differentials are important because they provide incentives for employers to reduce the undesirable nature of the work. Okay, we understand that the job is undesirable, but by providing good working conditions or by providing higher wages, the undesirable nature of the work may be reduced to certain extent. So to attract the more number of workers so that they may be ready to just go for these kind of the jobs, the wage differences are generally introduced by the employers in the industries. So that's why wage differentials are important. I believe the concept of wage differential is clear to all the students in my class, and we will continue with the next lecture like with job evaluation in our next class. That's all from my side, and thank you. Jai Hind.